Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing. What's up, y'all? We back with another Storytime Friday. Y'all already know the vibes. Go ahead and sit back, relax, grab your snacks, and tune in for this tea.
Hey, I don't give a fuck by none of that shit. By none of that shit. I don't give a fuck by none of that shit.
All right, so y'all already know before we get into the video, we gotta do the business promo shout out. So the first shout out goes to, so this is from Toyotress Hair Company. Once again, they sent me a headband wig. I love their headband wig. And also on the back of the box, it has like a general care guide, and that's really helpful. It tells you how to care for straight hair, curly hair, and also like how to wash and like shampoo and condition and stuff. Also, y'all, I'm recording different. So if I start looking around and stuff, it's because I forget that the camera is like right here on the other side. So yeah, my bad. I'm not cockeyed or nothing, I just forgot. Okay, so this is how it comes. It's like with a little wig cap. It's like more of a neck kind of wig cap. An extra little headband. And this is the wig. So yeah, this is the wig, y'all. Curly wig. I think that they said this was like 20 inches. But I know once I wash it, it will be a little longer. This wig is much thicker than the straight wig. This is why I prefer curly hair, because it's like it always is thicker. This is definitely my favorite. I just wish it was longer, because I don't wear wigs this short. I'll link the video in the description where I have the straight headband wig on. And just like that wig, it's very soft. This wig has no product in it. I've played with it like multiple times, put it on, you know, flung it around, did all kinds of stuff. But this wig is amazing. This is the inside of the wig. It has 2 clips right here and then a clip at the bottom. And also an adjuster, just in case it does not fit your head. Velcro straps for even more support. Also, I'm glad the 2 clips are over here, because I find like when there's 2 clips on the side instead of one right here, the wig is much more comfortable. I have a wig and the clip is like right here, and when I put it, it feels like it's like tugging on my, it feels like it's like tugging my head back, and I don't like that feeling. So I like that the clips are right here. If y'all are in need of a headband wig, run to the description. Everything you need to know about this wig will be in the description. So the next promo shout out goes to Dualities Boutique. There's like a lot of orange and black confetti. Was this supposed to be for Halloween? When was this sent out? She also sent a handwritten. So she says, "Hey T, you are pure entertainment. I'm always laughing watching you. All of your TikTok and meme references are comedy. Ma'am, I could not send a handwritten because my handwriting is big and bubbly and hard to read. Girl, so is mine." I told y'all on the membership I write like somebody's 5th grader, okay? I need to take a handwriting class or something. I've always wrote like so big. I didn't want to put you through that, girl. I would have read it, okay? But I have a small black-owned business known as Dualities Boutique, my one-stop accessory shop where you can solve any kind of accessory needs. In your package, there's a Dior headband, a princess chain for my niece. Okay, sis. A spoiled chain, really good for layering with other chains. Chains do not tarnish. Yes. Y'all, why we was just talking about tarnish-free jewelry? Okay, you're gonna get added to the list, sis. So I hope you enjoy these goodies. Have a blessed day. Much love from one of your supporters. Also, if you'd like to share, your coupon code is T222 for money off. Okay, come through with the angel number. Thank you, girl. You know we love a good discount code, okay? Holla. So she sent some candy and stuff, right? It looked like Miss Mama's, AKA my daughter, then got to my package before me. I told y'all she be going through my stuff. This is so cute. Look at this headband. Come on, headband. Okay, stop playing with her. This is a real cute headband. I really like this. And you know what? I don't have any headbands like this. I'm gonna definitely wear this. This is the spoiled chain. Even though I'm not spoiled, I love it. I do be spoiling myself. And it's tarnish free. We are some gold girls over here, but I'm sure my baby would definitely still love this, because she is a little princess. This is so cute. And once again, all of the jewelry is tarnish free. Let me see how this will look on me, because this looks too big for her. You know what I'm saying? You done sent her my size and she finna get jacked for it. Hey, since I don't have a necklace on, I'm gonna just go ahead and keep this one on. This is cute. Once again, thank you so much to both businesses, Toyotress Hair Company and Dualities Boutique. Thank you so much for sending over your products. Once again, everything you need to know about both companies will be in the description. If you're looking for a headband wig, run to the description. Tarnish-free jewelry, run to the description. Even cute headbands, okay? One-stop accessory shop. Go ahead and get y'all accessories. Y'all already know, before we get into this video, y'all go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. If you returning to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. It's like, what, your second time here? Subscribe. Even if you like this story by the end of the video, subscribe. It's free. Okay. Before we start this story, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a little warning, because this is definitely a time where I play myself over a dude. Okay, 9 times out of 10, we done all been there. And if you young, never say never, because that's what I thought. I always used to be like, I would never do this and I would never do that. Girl, meet that one. Meet that one, you gonna eat your words. So never say what you never would do. Cause I definitely ate my words times 10. I just really was feeling played. I felt lied to. When somebody playing in your face and lying to you and you know they lying, you don't know what you gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Some people do the most. Some people act like they don't care. Some people really don't care. But I don't know, you just never know what you would do in situations like these. So yeah, I was being very much delusional at one point. I don't know, this is, let's just get into the story. Y'all gonna see. Okay, so basically what I was doing is I was searching words to find a specific message, because I was like trying to find something. So I searched a word and a certain person's thread came up and I saw an argument. I'm talking about Dre. If you are new here, Dre is my daughter's father and my ex. And if you are new here, I highly suggest you go catch up on my other videos, because if not, you just gonna be confused. You're gonna be a little confused. Oh God. Okay, Dre and I were together for years, okay, a long ass time. So obviously we've been through a lot. Our relationship definitely wasn't perfect. So, you know, there was a lot of big running up and through. In between all of the arguments, fights, everything like that, cheating, there were a few that I just couldn't put my finger on. Like, are these friends or is he creeping? Like, because when the trust is gone, the trust is gone. Everything raised an eyebrow. That's why now that I'm older, I know that you cannot stay in a relationship where there is no trust. You are gonna drive yourself crazy. It's gonna be miserable. Just don't do it. You're gonna be suspicious of everything, even if that person is telling the truth. And there was sometimes that I knew he was telling the truth, but then I had to second guess myself, like, is he telling the truth? Like, it was still like that little insecurity in the back of my head, like, nah, he creeping. Like, he talking to her, like, you know. Y'all think dudes got a type? Because they don't. When it comes to cheating, all that go out the window. It's like they get amnesia. And I know shit like that shouldn't ease your mind, like, that she not his type. That should not ease your mind, girl. Okay, so yeah, let me get to the story. Basically, it was this one girl. We're gonna call her Sammy. I thought about her name beforehand, and when I was thinking about her name, Sammy instantly popped into my brain because she gives me Sammy. She's like one of those like alternative type of girls, but not completely alternative. I feel like she gives like, I'ma ride a skateboard and I'ma say dude a lot, and like, like I know I say dude, but I say dude. She'll be like, yeah, dude, or you know, like, I don't know. I don't know how to fully explain her. When I'm describing people, I don't know if race matters to y'all, but in this case, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all Sammy race. She was black. I can't put my finger on Sammy. If I ever see a celebrity that look like her, I'm gonna definitely put on a membership, okay? Anyway, let's get into this story because I've been rambling for a long time, okay? So, let's go back. Let's go all the way back to when Dre first went to college. It started getting real shaky, basically. So, Dre go off to college, he's shaky. We go through everything we go through. If you see my previous story times, go ahead and like integrate everything in your brain. Like me going down there for like the little basketball game, seeing drip, all that. This is like around that time he first went to college. Dre didn't come home like every weekend, but he would come home like kind of every other weekend. So I remember going to his house or whatever. I used to be all up under him. Y'all know how when y'all first get in a relationship, you always want to be all up under your dude. When I say all up under him, it's like, if he's sitting on the couch, I'm sitting right next to him, head on shoulder, whatever, trying to take little looks at his phone and shit. I was one of them who we texting. Yeah, I had like privacy issues, honestly. And Have I said this in a video? If I haven't said this in a video, which I'm pretty sure that I did with the, I caught him in like bed with another girl through pictures. At one point I had his like Gmail account password, Google Photos password. Like I was going through all his emails, pictures, Instagram password, Snapchat password. Like one time I had his Instagram, and y'all know I do side stories. If you new here, hello, hi, welcome. I do side stories and I ramble. But it was at one point I had his Instagram password, and I used to check that shit daily, to the point where it was like, I wish this nigga would change his password, because I can't resist temptation not to check your shit. So just change it, so I have no other choice but to not check it. But he didn't figure out I had his shit for the longest, and I would stay checking his shit. Y'all, he would just be up in girls' DM, and then it would be hard because I would have to wait till he opened the DM to see what the girl said and da-da-da-da-da. Y'all, it was honestly stressful. It was stressful. It was draining, just like constantly checking. At one point I had his notifications going to my iPad, so I would be talking to him. One time I was on the phone with him. He was talking to a girl in the DM, some friend he went to go see in Atlanta. They was just talking. She was like, yeah. No, he was like, yeah, I think I left my wallet in your car. And she was like, yeah, I might check it. My dad likes you. He says hi. I'm like, dad? You mean bitches' dads? Just disrespectful. But he swore up and down she was a friend. So much shit, y'all. So much stuff. Anyway, one weekend, Drake come back home. Same old story, you know, I used to always be over there, whatever. We would drink, chill. We would go watch like, what is it? Boxing fights, football games, whatever, at like, what is that shit called? At like, what, Main Event or something, whatever. So it was like one of them weekends. We was about to go do that. Everything is going normal. We just chilling, whatever. He just sitting right next to me, texting on his phone, and it's just like constant. I'm like, who the fuck is that? Like, ever since you been at school, your phone been jumping. Like, I know you making friends and shit, but it's jumping. Like, dudes don't talk to each other this much. It's jumping. And I mean, ding, 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 ding. No exaggeration. It's like he was texting somebody that type of message send, type of message send, type of message send, instead of sending like a paragraph. So at this time, like I said, it's still pretty new in our relationship, and this is not the time like he's being extra sneaky with his phone. At this time, he had put a passcode on his phone. His excuse for putting a passcode on his phone, because he didn't have a passcode for like the longest. His excuse was, I got a passcode on my phone, so he gonna put a passcode on his phone. If you really not doing nothing, why are you putting a passcode just because I quote unquote have one? I had one before like we got together and stuff, and you knew that. You didn't have one. So that makes no sense. And honestly, I only had a passcode on my phone just in case, like, what, somebody steal it. I don't want easy access, like, you know. But he didn't have them worries, obviously, because when we first got together, I went through his phone. He was blank. His phone was dry. Like, he used to delete every message, no pictures. So if somebody steal your phone, they just got a new phone. Bitch, if you steal my phone, you got 1,000 pictures, because y'all know I love the document shit. I got hella pictures. Always had a lot of pictures. So he kept his phone like a trap phone. So nobody was gonna get your information, because you had nothing on the phone. So it just didn't make sense. So now he got a passcode on his phone, but he's not like being real sneaky with it. At this time, he's not like putting the phone face down. Y'all know when y'all do put the phone face down, y'all already know what that means. He don't want you to see that name that could randomly pop up at any second. So when the like first opportunity came for me to like go through his phone right quick, because obviously I got his passcode, I got eagle eyes. He go upstairs, he talking to his mom. I can hear the whole conversation. So I'm like trying to hurry up. I'm listening, and then I'm looking. I open up his phone. I see like the longest list of messages, like the longest thread. Like you could go up. He never had this many people in his phone. Like I said, obviously he just started college. I know he's making new friends, whatever. But I don't care about that, honestly. I want to see the last person you've been talking to. I'll go through the rest later when you sleep tonight. That's so toxic. I told y'all I used to get that phone, lock myself in the bathroom. Yeah, this was around them times. So I'm going through his phone. I see Sammy. Who the f is Sammy? Obviously, I don't have time to go through their whole thread, but okay, Sammy, I got your name in my head. So now that I see that he's texting Sammy like bing, 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 back to back, I go to his Instagram, type Sammy in his following, Sammy come right up. Okay, now I got your Instagram, and I'm finna make a fake Instagram and creep on your shit. So I'm just storing all this information in the back of my head for later. I go back to their messages and I start reading a little of it. It's kind of friendly talk. I seen a message like, yeah, I left my something over there. Like basically he left something over there. He was like, I'm gonna come back to get it. Basically it was insinuated that he spent the night at Sammy's place. It wasn't like a room or nothing. It was kind of like a little house. Like on this campus they had like little, not off campus housing, but it was kind of like a, what do you call those things? Y'all know like middle school, how middle schools have portables. It was kind of like a portable, but like for housing. So it wasn't like an apartment or anything. And then she had roommates. And then I actually went to the little portable thing before, and like the way that the setup was, it was like, I don't know. Okay, so basically it was co-ed housing, like right across the street from his dorms. And I didn't know what to think because he could have been there for a dude because he was friends with one of Sammy's guy friends. I forgot what the message said word for word, but I remember that it insinuated he spent the night over there and slept on the couch. Because it said something like, yeah, check in between the couch cushions where you slept at or whatever. Something like that. And I'm like, why the fuck is he? I don't give a fuck where you slept at. Why are you sleeping at another female's place? I don't care if she got roommates and all that. Why are you sleeping over there? Literally, y'all, the portables was like right across from like the campus dorms. Like right across. It was kind of like literally across the street. So you couldn't walk across the street back to your dorms? That's why I don't even know why I used to go through his phone. I just used to piss myself off. So obviously my mood not finna be the same. And it would be like, he would just be like, you be getting weird out of nowhere and da-da-da. He would just be thinking I'd be having like mood swings or something. It's like, no, nigga, I went through your phone. I invaded your personal space, which I know I shouldn't have done. And now I got an attitude. But I can't tell you because I don't want to argue. But I do want to argue because I want to get it off my chest. You know, it was like, bitch, I'm in a sticky situation. You already know I had an attitude for the rest of the day. You already know I didn't want to go to no damn main event. I think it was Dave & Buster's. If I said main event in the beginning, I meant Dave & Buster's. You already know I don't want to go to no Dave & Buster's and have a good time with you, eat and drink and have fun. Like I do, but I don't because now I think you creeping. I had an attitude the whole day. We still ended up getting into an argument. He was like, see, that's why I don't like coming home. You always got an attitude. You don't never want to say what's wrong with you. Think I could read your mind. I can't read your mind. Yeah, basically we get into a fight and I don't see him until like the next weekend he come back. When he was living in the dorms, I would go down there less because like less privacy. So yeah, I just would have to wait until he came back every other weekend. And also during this time, like we was like barely talking, especially because we was fighting a lot because I knew shit and I wasn't speaking on it. And we were just getting into arguments about certain stuff. And then he would just claim, oh, he's busy with school and coaching. And y'all already know. What did I name that video? I think I named it, I had that dumb spirit on me. When I call him all them times, yeah, he would be like,
I'm coaching, I got a coach and I'm studying and da-da-da-da-da.
The whole time, it was a whole lie. Okay, so anyway, fast forward to the next time I seen him. So one weekend he come back, obviously. We get into it. I'm like, who is Sammy? Because he always wanted to be like,
you swear I'm doing this and that, and I'm doing this. You don't know a good nigga when you got one.
All this dust. Like, I promise you, if you got a nigga in your face swearing he a good nigga, he a fuck nigga. Because good dudes don't have to keep telling you that they a good dude. They're gonna show you. So yeah, he will always say that. And I'm just like, how are you a good dude when you constantly doing me the way that you do me? Bottom line, when we arguing and I want to know something, I keep repeating myself. Who is Sammy? But who is Sammy? I don't care about none of that. Who is Sammy? Who is Sammy? Y'all, he start going in on Sammy. I'm telling you, when your dudes start going in on a girl, that's the girl you need to be worried about. I don't know why it's like that. I don't know. But he was like,
man, fuck Sammy. Nobody trying to fuck with Sammy and da-da-da.
Like, but didn't you spend a night at Sammy's house? Y'all, when he would lie to my face like that, that's when I had to pull the facts out of my pocket. Sir, I seen it in your messages. So I tell him that, he was like,
why the fuck you always going through my phone? You always invading my personal space, da-da.
Which I was, and that wasn't good. And mind y'all, he didn't even know I had like his email and Instagram. If he would have knew that, he probably would have he probably would have flipped. He probably would have, oh my God, I don't even know. We get in an argument because I went through his phone, long story short. He going in on Sammy, and I'm like, first of all, if that is true, you fake as hell, because ain't that your quote unquote friend? Like, you ain't gotta, like, you could tell me that you're not trying to mess with her and that that's your friend without like talking shit about her, you know? You think you sprinkling in a little shit talking is convincing me? It's not. So, okay, that's that situation. Fast forward a little more. We on the phone and he's like telling me about this party that's about to happen that weekend. And he asking me if I want to come. And I'm like, okay, sure. Yeah, he was like, yeah, we're going to meet at Sammy's house and drinking pregame and shit over there. And I'm like, Sammy? This bitch been stalking for like a month. I'm finally finna see this hoe. And where you slept at and the couch you slept on, because I don't care what he told me, you slept on that couch. So y'all, I got low-key excited because I really wanted to see this Sammy girl. Even though like I seen her on Instagram and stuff, I don't know if it's just me, but like the girls I used to stalk, and then when I would go see them, I'd be like, oh shit, that's really her. You know, like I would have that feeling. Not like they're a celebrity, but like, damn girl, I've been stalking you. Not literally stalking them, but you know, just watching. I've been peeping. And now you're here before me. So yeah, I go down there that weekend, go to his dorms. That shit was tight. Like it was cramped, packed. I did not want to stay there. So basically we was gonna have to stay at Sammy's house. That's what he told me when we got there, because I didn't know his dorms was that little and shit when I had actually got there. Like that was basically my first time seeing how little and shit his dorms was. Usually he just really explained it to me, and I thought he was just like dragging it, but it was like no privacy at all. It was like one of them dorms where like the bathroom sink and stuff is open. It's like an open area, and then you got the rooms, the 2 rooms, and then the roommates and the bunk beds. So, we walk on across the street to Sammy's house. Sammy opened the door and I'm just like, oh. That's my reaction. I ain't gonna say shit else about Sammy. Sammy do have a nice body though, I will say that. Yeah, basically I have been watching Sammy on Instagram, so I know like her little friends. Like I don't know them, but I know their faces, and I see a few of them up in there. I see some dudes up in there. Everybody was like nice and friendly except for the one girl. What can we call her? Honestly, looking at her, you know how certain people look like a certain name? This girl looked like a Brianna. So I'ma just name her Brianna. Not to get confused with my friend Brie. And she was a bitch. I mean, not friendly or nothing. And then like, she just kept, like the shit she was doing, like, it was kind of like little slick shit she was doing and saying. And I'm like, I don't like her. So basically it was 3 guys and 4 girls, and she was asking Dre like what room he gonna sleep in, and he said he was gonna sleep in the room with Sammy other guy friend. So she was just saying slick shit like she was gonna sleep in that room too, but mind you, the girl lives there, so she has her own room. She has a whole room to sleep in. But why are you doing the most? Like, wasn't friendly, didn't say hello. I said hi to her. I'm like, damn bitch, you can't hear, like you can't speak. I know y'all all smoking and y'all and stuff, but you heard me speak to you. Not a problem right off the bat. So yeah, I'm sitting on the bed, they passing around a bottle. I'm just like trying to get a feel for everything. I'm being quiet. I'm just like trying to feel everything out, because they don't know that I already have like these emotions towards them. Well, at least to Sammy mostly. Basically, we go to the party. The party was held in like y'all, in these little small college towns, I don't know how to explain it, but they have these buildings. It was held in a building. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little uncomfortable because it's like, first of all, I already think you messing with this girl, and then like you just like all up under them or whatever. Don't get me wrong, he was with me and stuff, but the vibes was off. That's the best way I can explain it. The vibes was off. Somebody offered me some Mad Dog. That shit was so nasty. Why was we drinking that? Like, everybody was just drinking everything. I was drinking everything. Mad Dog, Four Loko, Ciroc. Like, we had a bottle of Ciroc before we even got there. I was told to fuck up by the end of the night. Somehow I lose Dre. At this point, I'm drunk and I lose him, so I get irritated. Like, what the fuck? Like, why the fuck would you like walk away from me in this crowded, hot ass place? Like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to find you. So this other, like, y'all dudes was coming up to me, talking to me and stuff, and I'm like, no, I'm waiting for so and so, because I stayed in the same spot for the longest, thinking that he was just gonna come back, but he didn't. So dudes was like coming up to me and talking to me, and then Dre see a dude talking to me. Y'all, I don't know what this was like. I felt like I was in a movie. This dude is talking to me. He's offering me like more liquor. I'm like, yeah, like, you know, with my cup so he can pour some in. I look over, I see Dre, he looking at me. Y'all know how it be in a movie when you like see a boyfriend or girlfriend like talking to another dude and you at a party and you just like, you looking and then you try to like hurry up and walk away before they see you type shit. So, but I caught, like, we locked eyes and then he still walked away. He walking away, so I'm like, let me go follow him. But like, it's like the crowd took him away and I was like, what the like, why the would you do that? On top of that, I know y'all like, why didn't you just call him? My phone was dead. Of course it's dead. So I'm just like walking around the party. Like I'm like bobbing my head a little bit to music and shit, but I'm really irritated. Eventually I end up going to the restroom, y'all. After I go to the restroom, everything went black because I was drunk as hell. When I woke up from the blackness, tell me why there was like a group of 4 girls surrounding me and they were just like, are you okay? Are you okay? I was like delirious or something. But then when I finally realized, I was like, yeah, I'm okay. Like what? Basically, I'm like laid out like this and I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. Where's my nigga? Bitch, why my arm is stretched out on the toilet. I'm laying on the toilet like this. The toilet, the nasty ass toilet. The floor was disgusting. There was tissue all around me. Oh, it was so nasty. You know you drunk as hell when you spread out laid up on the toilet. Somebody was like, get her some help, get her some water, get her some help, find her dude, find her nigga. That's what I just kept hearing, like bitches shouting like, find her nigga, find her nigga, like I was dying or something. Bitch, I had to like check myself. Am I okay? While this is going on, guess who walked into the bathroom? Nobody else but Sammy. So she grabbed my hand, helped me up, and she was like, what happened? Are you okay? Where's Dre? Da-da-da. Just asked me all these questions and I'm like, I don't know. Like I'm drunk as hell, bitch. I don't know nothing. So yeah, basically Sammy helping me out the party. The party is like kind of in it because a lot of people are going outside and stuff. So I don't know if Sammy like called him or whatever. Yeah, she come back like 2 minutes later and she come back with him. Unless they were together already, I don't know. Either way, I felt some type of way. I'm like, why did you leave me? Like, you clearly saw me. And he was like, so yeah, mind you, Sammy had walked away, basically. She brought me to him and then she walked away with her friends back to the car. So, I'm like, so he was like, yeah, you over there talking to niggas and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, are you fucking dumb? You got a phone full of females and you talking about, I was talking to a nigga at a party. Why would I come all the way down, drive an hour and 30 minutes, waste my gas to talk to other dudes at your school? So I'm like, nah, bullshit. You was with Sammy. You was with Sammy and all her little friends and you left me and da-da-da. We getting into it. And I'm like, stupid ass nigga. Like, we going off on each other, but like quietly, like in a lower tone. Because like I said, like we didn't really fight in public and in front of other people. It was like, we was walking regular. Say we walking and we talking like, yeah, stupid ass nigga, dumb ass nigga, da-da-da. But like, if you far away, you can't hear what we saying. It just look like we walking and talking, having a regular conversation. So yeah, we going off on each other. And by the time we hit the car, we stopped. But obviously there was like that tension. I'm pretty sure they felt that tension. So yeah, when we pull up, y'all, holding that shit in all the way back to Sammy's house, it hurt. So when we pull up, kind of feel like it was like mutually understood for both of us to stay in the car while everybody else get out. So that's what happened. We both stayed in the car. He was like, man, every time you come around, it's a fucking problem and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, well, you texting this hoe and da-da-da. I seen it in your phone and blah, blah, blah. You left me tonight to go fucking hang with them and blah, blah, blah. You left me in the club by myself or the party or whatever. And he was like,
you gotta go home. You need to go home, blah, blah, blah.
I'm like, bitch, I'm not driving home at 3 a.m. drunk as hell and da-da-da. He was like,
you're not coming back to my dorm. You need to leave, blah, blah, blah.
I think like the roommates that he was rooming with, they were like leaving for the weekend and I was gonna sleep in his dorm. Like he was gonna sneak me in because this was like boys on top and then girls at the bottom, like downstairs or whatever. And you couldn't, like they would do room checks and shit, the RAs. So he was gonna have to sneak me in. And we going off on each other and he was like,
you staying here, you're not coming with me, you not da-da-da.
And I'm like, bitch, fuck you. I'm going off on him. Eventually, we both go back into Sammy's place. He was just being extra nice to Sammy. And I think he was doing it to piss me off. I don't know if he was doing it to piss me off or they had some, I don't know. Like, their relationship was so weird, y'all. I feel like they had something going on. I really did. Y'all, I'm drunk as hell. So I felt me about to pass out at any moment. I was really just trying to keep up. So all I was hearing is like,
yeah, we finna go smoke. Yeah, y'all wanna come outside and smoke, da-da-da.
Then the next thing I know, bitch, I'm waking up. So I don't know what happened that night. I really don't. So I wake up all crazy, delirious, like I forgot where I was. It was just ridiculous. I called Dre, like, come over here, we need to talk. He was like, nah, you could just go home, da-da-da-da. So I'm like, fuck you, like we're going back and forth, y'all, same old song. He eventually come over, we have this long ass talk. He tried to convince me that he not fucking with her, blah, 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 whatever. That's kind of like one of the biggest things that happened with Sammy to make me like, for me, it confirmed it in my head, like I think they fucking with each other. I just need like further proof. My bad, y'all, I must be editing too fast, I don't know. But basically I fast forward, and now this weekend I'm going to spend the weekend with him, Friday to Sunday. So I come Friday, I'm under the impression that I'm spending the whole weekend, but instead he was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to take you home on Saturday. And I'm like, why? And he was like, I just got some shit to do and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, when he said that, usually when he said that, I knew what he was talking about, but nah, we said I was staying till Sunday. Like, I just felt it in my soul that he was up to something. So yeah, that night I'm going through his phone and I'm seeing that he was texting Sammy. I don't know why, like y'all, when I saw Sammy, I was like, the rest of the people on this phone, Sammy, just because like I had it set in my mind that he was messing with her. So like, that's all I cared about snooping through. And then her and his little friend, because both, like I would get the tea out of both of them conversations, I feel like. So I'm going through Sammy messages and she was like, yeah, you coming to Austin tomorrow? We going to 6th Street, da 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 da. And he was like, yeah, I'm gonna be there, blah blah blah. I just gotta handle some shit and da da da. Like just lying, nigga. You're with me. Like, what are you handling? You're not handling anything. Well, I know what he meant now. So me in my head, I'm like, no, he ain't going. Like I'm gonna convince him to stay. He is not going nowhere. Bitch, you thought. And this is where a whole lot of stupidity kicks in for me, because like, what was I thinking? So yeah, y'all already know the attitude kick in, but you know what? I'm like, I'm about to just play my part and whatever. Like Saturday come, we get up early as hell. You ain't never got up at 8 o'clock on a Saturday. Stop it. So I'm like, I can't go home. Me and my aunt got into it and she said I can't come back there and da da da. Like, I really don't want to go back there. He was like,
You're gonna be all right. Just like go back there, apologize, do whatever you need to do because I really got shit to do.
And I'm like, damn, that didn't work. I'm like, no, I'm not going back there. Like, she's not gonna let me in, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, well, I got shit to do. He don't know that I went through his phone, and he don't know that I know that he's about to go meet with Sammy and Austin and all her little friends and shit. I just feel really dumb telling this story because like I'm really finna play myself. So we just going back and forth about it, and I'm like, no, I'm not going, so don't like drop me off there. Just like take me with you. Like, what do you have to do? What do you have to do? I'm trying to make him tell me that he's going to Austin, but he is not telling me. He's thinking of every lie in the book, and he had rented a car and came to pick me up. So he would have to drop me off at home. I'm like, why did you rent this car? Like, what do you have to do? He was like, man,
and I need to get around. What the fuck you expect me to do? You expect me to always be stranded and blah, blah, blah. I need a car. I need a car, bruh. I need a car.
I don't know what I was thinking that I could like convince him to stay with him. Why was I even trying to convince him? That, dumb. These are my dumb bitch moments. Mind you, I already got a hold of the information that I know you're going to Austin with Sammy. Like, I'm really trying to have him tell me, but he just lying. So I'm like, where do you have to go? Is it out of town? Like, do you have to go somewhere far or something? Like, what's the problem? What's the issue? Da da da. He was like, man, I need to go do what I need to do. I don't need you in all of my business. Like, if the police come around, he always used to say shit like, I don't tell you stuff because if the police come around, I want you to be able to deny it and tell the truth and pass the polygraph. Like, boy, what you think you doing out here in these streets? Huh? You is not Nino Brown. You is not El Chapo. You the local weed man, sir. Like, I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. But you know what? I did used to play him like that, but the police, a situation did happen, and that's all I'm gonna say about it, because we ain't got there yet, and legal shit's still going on to this day. So let me, I'm trying to little ass nigga him, like, this little ass nigga ain't doing nothing. Like, he not like really doing shit in the streets. Like, you know what I'm saying? He think he a dealer. You are not. It's about dark at this point, and we in a car driving whatever, and I'm just telling him the whole way, like, don't drop me off. Like, do not drop me off. Like, bitch, why did I even get in the car? I don't even know. Like, you know you're getting dropped off at this point. Just trying to convince him the whole entire ride. Well, not the whole entire ride, because it was at one point I just got silent because I was fuming. I was fuming, and I was trying to think of something that would like really make him tell me what the f he about to do. So yeah, he turned that little corner to my neighborhood, and I'm just like, this nigga really, I'm thinking like, what the f can I say? Like, he really not going for nothing. He don't pull into the driveway, but he like pull up on the like side of the house basically, and he was like,
all right, bro, I'm gonna call you, I'm gonna see you later, blah, blah, blah.
So I'm like, I'm not getting out the car. And he was like, bruh, you need to get out the car. I have stuff to do. Like, I'm on a time crunch, blah, blah, blah. Just saying all kind of shit to make it seem like he in a rush. And actually, I guess he was in a rush, because how far is Austin?
Bruh, just go ring the doorbell. Like, it's time for you to be an adult. If you gotta talk it out with her, talk it out. Be an adult. Grow up.
Just saying all that shit just to hurry up and get me out the car. And I'm like, oh, that's how you feel? Because first of all, I didn't even know altercation, first of all. Me and my aunt, we actually did get into it, but I was dragging it. I was dragging it so fucking far. So we start getting into it, and out of spite, I get out the car just because we arguing and mad and shit. But I'm thinking that he not gonna drive off, right? So I get out the car and I slam the fucking door in his face mid-sentence while he's saying something. But I did not think that he was gonna drive off. Thinking, y'all, I don't know what I was thinking. I'm thinking he's just gonna roll down the window and keep talking, keep trying to argue with me. This nigga immediately skirt off, like you heard the skirt. It was like, and then he drove off. Bitch, I had to pick my face up off that motherfucking ground. Embarrassing. It was embarrassing. I just start walking. Like, I walk down because, like, if I like walk all the way down, there's a mailbox and like a little area of cement right there. So yeah, I just start walking down that way and I'm calling him. So I'm just calling him. He not answering. I like the second call, he answered and he just like,
what, bro? What? I'm sick of this shit.
Like, I feel like he picked the argument, honestly. It might sound like I start the argument, but I was just like, if anything, I'm just like, well, where do you have to go? Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you trying to do? Like, where are you going? Is it out of town? Like, let me just come with you, And he was the one like being the aggressive, like, no, just go in the house, So yeah, he kind of picked this argument for real. Just like to have a reason. We arguing, bitch. My phone is about to die, so I'm just telling him, just like, come back. Well, why can't you come back and pick me up if I tell you that I don't have nowhere to go? He was like, bro, just go in the house. Just go in the house. So I'm like, no, I'm stranded. She's not even at home. I lied and said she wasn't at home because I'm like, I rung the doorbell. She's not even at home. She's not opening the door. So I'm like, you just really finna leave me out here stranded? You finna leave me out here stranded? He was like,
bro, go sit on the porch and wait for her to come home.
Mind you, it's dark as hell. I know y'all thinking like, why the f didn't you just go home? Bitch, I don't know. I really don't know. Being dumb over the and honestly, me and my aunt really did get into it. So I really didn't feel like dealing with her. And I was for sure that this nigga was gonna come back for me. What was I thinking? Why was I being so dumb? Like, I don't know why that was stuck in my head, like he's gonna come back. He never came back before. It's like, bitch, I knew when this nigga made a decision, he stuck to it. So I don't know what was going on in my head. Can y'all hear my neighbors running like they don't got no fucking sense? Like they got bricks on the bottom of their damn feet? I'm just like on the phone like, come back. Why are you coming back or not? Are you coming? At this point, I got an attitude. I don't know who the fuck I thought I was. So I'm like, are you coming back or not? Are you gonna come back? And he was like,
bro, I'm gone. I am gone. I got shit to do. I can't come back. That's wasting time. I need to go.
So finally, I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I can't take this no more. Like, I can't keep holding this in because he is a liar. So I'm like, where you going, to Austin? You on your way to Austin? Phone get dead quiet.
Bro, I'm fucking sick of you going through my fucking shit. Yeah, I'm going to Austin. Yeah, you called me, I'm going to Austin.
He start going off.
That's why we always got a fucking problem.
And I'm like, fuck you going to Austin to see Sammy? Fuck you going to Austin for Sammy? I knew you was with her and da-da-da. He was like,
I'm not fucking with that bitch. I'm not fucking with that bitch.
And hung up. I'm like, this motherfucker did not just hang up my face. So it was a thing, it was a like pet peeve I had about people hanging up in my face. So I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna call back until you answer because bitch, you're not finna hang up in my fucking face. And I was a little bit of a hypocrite too because I used to hang up in his face. But I'm like, you can't hang up in my face, but I can hang up in your face. Bitch, what? Who did I think I was? So I'm calling him back. He don't answer. I call again, he don't answer. I look at my phone, that shit on like what, maybe 10, if 10%, not even that. All I know is I needed to charge my phone, so it probably was on less than 10%. I call him back and he answered and we get to arguing.
I'm not going with just Sammy. I'm going with Sammy, da-da-da, da-da-da, and da-da-da.
Like her little friends and shit. He was like,
I'm only going for a night and I was gonna come back. You didn't go through my shit. You probably would've just thought I was at home. You wouldn't even known and blah, blah, blah.
Is that you justifying lying to me, sneaking off to Austin, and just saying that I would have been at home and I wouldn't even known? What? Now that shit threw me off because do you do shit like that? He did, by the way, he did. Mind y'all, I said it's late. We in this quiet ass neighborhood that has neighborhood watch. So, and I'm by the mailboxes hooping and hollering. Somehow we get off the phone again. I think my phone actually died at this point because that's the only way I see myself doing what I did next. So I'm looking around for like outside, like what do you call them, outside outlets, because you know there's usually like outlets outside sometimes, but usually they're on somebody's front porch. So there was a house right here. So y'all, I'm like debating. I'm like, should I walk over there and charge my phone right quick? It didn't look like nobody was home and the porch light was off. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go charge my phone over there. After debating back and forth for like 5 minutes. So I go on their front porch, quietly try to open the thing, and I'm charging my phone for like 2 minutes. I'm just standing there waiting for my to come back on because it was an Android. It took a little minute to come back on. And I look up and they got cameras. I'm like, oh shit. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just leave my phone right there. So like, okay, so the outside plugs is like, it was one of them things like where you have to open it. It was like secured with a box, I guess, for like the rain and stuff. I think they all like that actually. So I had to open it and close it and stuff. So there was like enough space so I could just like sit my phone on top of it. And I walked over there back to the mailbox, like where my stuff was. And I was just like waiting for my phone to charge. So I think another 5 minutes went by. And then I went back over there and seeing my phone was on only like maybe like 5% or some shit. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just wait right here for like another 5 minutes. Y'all, I was really over there for like 10 whole minutes. I was like, okay, that's enough percent for me to call and argue with him. Like, and at this point in my head, I'm still thinking that he's gonna come back. So my phone need to hurry up and charge so I could call him and blah, blah, blah. This nigga probably halfway to Austin by now. Yeah, so finally I take my phone off their charger and I walk back over to the mailboxes and I call him. And we just arguing and I'm just like, bruh, are you coming back? Like I'm outside stranded. You really gonna leave me stranded right now? Capping, just capping.
Bro, you choosing to be stranded, you don't have to be stranded.
I'm like, bitch, I went over there and rung the doorbell and nobody answered the door and da 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 da. She can clearly see it's me. She got fucking cameras and blah, blah, blah. And he was like, well, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Just call her. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Just going back and forth. I'm like, you a bitch for leaving me stranded. Capping, just capping. Being toxic. Trying to manipulate him. He not going for it. He do not fucking care. One thing about it, he was gonna get to Austin by all means necessary. Okay, this shit funny. I feel like this shit funny now, but at the time I was just so hurt. And I was only hurting myself because girl, I should have just let him go do whatever the fuck he was gonna do in peace because that's what he ended up doing anyway. I did all that for what? For nothing. So yeah, I'm going off on him, right? I'm just like looking down, just y'all yelling, just hooping and hollering and yelling. So in the ground, I'm seeing like lights. Bitch, I look up, it's the police. The police is rolling up on me. And then like, as they're getting closer to me, they kind of like make the sound, like the police noise, they make the sound go off, but just one time, just to like alert me to their presence. Like, you know, like, bitch, I'm rolling up on you, I'm the police, like, get ready. I don't know, that's what I feel like it was for. So I'm on the phone and I'm like, the police are here, like, what the hell, the police are here? And I'm telling him, and he was like,
bro, what? Why is the police there?
Oh, now you want to care? So I'm like, I don't know. The police lady get out the car and she was like,
can I ask you what you're doing here?
And I'm like, I'm just standing right here like I'm waiting for my ride. And she was like,
okay, are you on the phone with your ride? Like, when are they coming?
And I'm like, I don't know. Like, all of this is like, oh, and I muted the phone because I don't know why I muted the phone. I don't know. Bitch probably was embarrassed. She was like,
well, if you do not live in this neighborhood, you can't be just standing right here. Someone called the police on you saying that you were on their property, using their outlets to charge your phone and stuff like that. And you cannot do that. That is trespassing.
Basically, like, just giving me this whole speech. And I'm like, okay. Like, not like in a sarcastic, like, okay, and bitch, what? Just like, okay, bitch, what you finna do? You finna take me to jail over using an outlet? She was like, did you trespass on somebody's property? And I'm thinking like, bitch, you just told me that you already know I did. I'm not terrified, but I'm a little scared because like, you really finna take me to jail for that? Because technically that is trespassing. And then I'm using their outlets, so now I'm using their energy. Is that stealing too? So I was like, yeah, but I needed to charge my phone to call my ride and blah, blah, blah. And she was
like, well, you need to go find a public area, a public space to call your ride and da da da. You don't trespass on somebody's property and blah, blah, blah.
just like giving me this whole speech. And I'm like, okay. And so she was like,
okay, well, you need to pack it on up, honey. If you don't live in this neighborhood, you need to get out of this neighborhood.
So I'm like, but I do live in this neighborhood. And she was like,
okay, where do you live at? Why are you standing out here, blah, blah, blah.
So I'm like, I'm calling my ride to leave. She was like, okay, well, you need to go do it in front of your house. And I'm like, okay. So she was like, okay, get in the car. So, what? Get in the car? So I'm like, okay, I can walk. Like, why do I need to get in the car? She was like,
you need to get in the car and I'll drive you there. It's dark, it's late, and I really don't feel comfortable leaving you to walk.
So I was like, okay, well, that's like actually a good reason, even though I don't want to get in this damn car. So yeah, I get in the car. So she was like,
I also got a disturbance about someone yelling outside and disturbing the peace.
Or whatever, disturbing the neighborhood, whatever she said. And she was like, she was basically just asking me like, is everything okay with you and blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, yeah, everything's fine with me, whatever. She was like, okay, so if you live over here, like, why are you leaving? Why are you waiting outside? Why aren't you doing this inside of your house, blah, blah, blah. So I just started telling her like, yeah, I really didn't want to go inside. I didn't want to be there, blah, blah, blah. She was actually being really, really nice when we got in the car. This was embarrassing. Y'all, first of all, I don't know if she didn't know how close I lived because I literally lived, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 6 houses down. 6 houses down. Like, that's like a what? A 1 minute walk? Not even that. 60, 30, 40 second walk? I don't know. So we got in the car and did spit the block and did all that for what? 2 seconds in the car? That's 2 seconds in a car. And she asked for my ID too. I forgot to mention that. So she knew like I really did live right there. We pull up to the house, we talking in the car, whatever. Mind you, she got the police lights going. Mind you, my aunt got cameras and she see police lights at the on the camera, I guess. So by the time like we halfway up the driveway, the door is open and she's standing by the door. I'm like, oh my God. So she opening the screen door like,
what's going on, ma'am? What's going on?
The lady is like explaining everything to her and she was like, why are you down there? Like, y'all, she just getting in my ass too. Like, why are you on somebody's property, trespassing on somebody's property? So then her and the police officer started diving deep into me and what's going on inside the house. My aunt is like, see,
well, her problem is she don't want to abide by nobody rules.
Which I really didn't, y'all. I'm telling you, when I turned 18, I was like, listen, I went by every rule that you gave to me in this prison. I done abided by every rule. I never snuck out. I never did this. I never did that, da da da. So now that I'm grown, like, I really felt like she could not tell me what to do. And honestly, when I turned 18, nothing changed. So I'm like, you're supposed to treat me with like some kind of respect as an adult. And she kept treating me like a child, I felt like. So I was like, no, I'm not going for this shit no more. I'm about to do what the I want to do. Honestly, looking back, I don't know who I thought I was. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say that in this video. Who did I think I was? But really, looking back at me then, who the fuck did I think I was? So, oh my God, I wish I could go back and slap the old me. Like, are you okay? You lucky you not homeless, sis. The police officers agreeing like,
yeah, if this is her house, if you're under her roof, you gotta listen to her rules and blah, 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 blah.
I'm just looking like, I literally do everything she tell me, but when it comes to certain things, she's always like, you can't come in my house after this time. If y'all grew up in a strict household, you already know. I might get more into that, but you already know what time it is. Like, no shade. This is no shade to my aunt, but this is how I was feeling back then. I just felt like everything, it was always like pulling teeth to do some shit. And then by the time she would be like, okay, just go ahead and do it, I'd be like, bruh, you done drain all my energy. I don't even want to do it. I'm not even in the mood to do it. Like, if you gonna say yes anyway in the end, why does it take all of this? Her and the officer talking. I'll go up in the house while they talking because listen, I'm about to just go to my room, close the door, and act like none of this happened. Nope. Girl, as soon as the officer leave, like they just had them a little nice old kiki for a little minute. As soon as they leave, I get called in, get a long speech. I'm not even finna go down that line, but it was a long speech. Then y'all, after that, I'm hearing her on the phone with like my other aunt. I don't even know who else, whoever her friends was. Like,
yeah, the police done dragged her here.
Y'all know how parents do. Yeah, the police done dragged her ass back and da 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 da. Just try to embarrass the hell out about you, bruh. You don't even, let me say my side of the story, which my side of the story was even more embarrassing. So we gonna go with her side, yeah. So yeah, basically Dre did whatever the fuck he did in peace, and my ass got dragged home by the police. That's crazy that it took the police to actually make me get on up in there, because I promise you I was not going home. I do not know why. Like, I just really did not like being there. If y'all see my other story times, especially the one where it was like my best friend and her man scammed me, I did not like being there. I didn't like certain stuff like that. I felt like I was too old for stuff like that. So no, why you trying to sun me? I'm grown. You know, that's what I was thinking. You live and you learn, honestly. I've learned so much. I thought I was grown. Mentally, I was not really grown for real. Acting like this, you know, acting bitch. Sitting outside for damn near 2 hours instead of going in the house, swallowing my pride and going in the house where it's warm and shit. That's not grown. That's not what grown people do. Dre did end up calling me back, but it was like at maybe like 1 a.m. I was up, but I didn't answer. Then he texted me, are you okay? Like, what happened? Whatever. I didn't text back, whatever. Fast forward to one of the next time I see him. I feel like, I don't know. He wasn't deleting messages at this time. So I did see him and Sammy, like I read their little 6th Street conversation, like, yeah, where are you? We're here, we're meeting here, blah, blah, blah. You can stay at my dad's house and blah. No, I guess she had like family in Austin. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, y'all already know I couldn't hold that little piece of information in. So we got into it over that. And he was like,
I didn't fuck her. If I wanted to fuck her, I could have fucked her. Why would I do that in her parents' house? And then all her friends was there and blah, blah, blah. I could have fucked both of them.
I was like, you think telling me that you could have did some shit makes it better? Like, do you think that eased my mind? I didn't do it, but I could have did it. You think that's easing my mind? No. Then, like, to deflect, he would always be like,
I don't want her, bro. I don't fucking want her. She not my type.
Boo to that. Don't ever tell me somebody not your type. That's a red flag. She not my type. That's a red flag. Anyway, he would always be like,
she only called me after her nigga whoop her ass.
Like, he started to deflect. He started telling me her personal business to like get on another subject and like to sell his story a little more. It's not working, sir. Like, I know every trick of manipulation. It's not working. Y'all, it's a lot. That's not even the last of Sammy. This girl was relevant to our last year being in a relationship. Like, what? Bro, what? Come on. Oh, it was so draining. It was like Sammy came and went. Like, Sammy wasn't present through the whole relationship. It was like Sammy would have her moment. It was like the moment of Sammy. Then Sammy would disappear for 6 months or a year. And then Sammy would pop back up. And then Sammy would disappear. And then Sammy would pop back up. It's like, bruh. And then Sammy lived in Dallas. So every time he had to go to Dallas, oh, you know I was tripping. But yeah, this was basically a story time about how I played myself. Like, I'm not perfect, y'all. I done had dumb bitch moments too, okay? I done had dumb moments also. I feel like we all had, especially over a dude. But yeah, basically, this is the time I had a dumb bitch episode. I've actually had a lot of those. Dumb bitch moments, delusional moments. We've all been there. We've definitely all been there. The thing is, people don't like to admit that they've been there. We've all been there. Stop playing, stop lying. Cause I know I talk about dumb a lot, but I've also had my dumb bitch moments. So yeah. If you like this video, even if you didn't like the video, child, just like it. It's free. It's not like you gotta pay for the like. It's free. Everything is free. Go ahead and like the video, leave a comment, and hit that subscribe button. Okay, especially if you're returning. Also, y'all, if the Friday story times is not enough for y'all, I do have a membership with extra tea, extra story times, little extra. It's just like a little extra, okay? On top of what y'all be getting here, just a little extra. So yeah, that link will be in the description. I do recommend you signing up from a desktop or a laptop. A lot of my members say that it's easier that way. You can watch from the phone, but sign up from like a computer or a laptop or something. It's easier, okay? If the link is not working, please head over to the community section. I posted a new link. If I post this on Friday, I posted a new link on Tuesday. So yeah, that link should definitely be working. I'm not sure what's wrong with the links, y'all. I really think it's because y'all be trying to sign up from y'all phone. Because when I hit the links on my phone and my computer, it works perfectly fine. So I'm not sure. But yeah, also I see a lot of people like, oh, I signed up and you signed up under Bestie, which is 99 cents. Bestie is for the badge. Bestie, I made it just so like people could just like support, you know, because there's some people that just want to just support. Some people just like to support, just like people be like emailing me like, what's your cash app and da-da-da. I'm like, I would never, like, just, you could, instead of sending me the money, you could just sign up for my membership or something, and you'll get content for the money. Like, I made that for people like that. And then there's another one, what is it called? Bonus tea. Damn, I'm sorry, y'all. I've been neglecting bonus tea. If you're on bonus tea, there's a tea coming. I'm so sorry. But unfiltered story times gets the most content, okay? So it's all about what you want, what you prefer. If you're just doing it just to support, then go ahead and get Bestie. That's for the badge. Bonus tea has content. Unfiltered story times has the most content. Basically all of it, okay? So yeah. Had to break that down because I've seen like a lot of cancellations because y'all think, I don't know what y'all thinking, I'm just scamming y'all for your $1, for your 99 cents. But a lot of people only choose Bestie, I guess because it's the cheapest. I don't know, but Bestie's for the badge. If you just want the badge just so you can be a part of the gang and the chats and stuff, then just get Bestie, you know? Anyway, y'all, enough rambling. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Y'all already know that I love y'all, and I'm gonna see y'all in my next story time. Or my next video, y'all. I make more than just story times, okay? Hair videos. I'm about to do a tarnish free jewelry company video. I'm about to do, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna do a few things. I'm gonna start dipping and dabbing. So stay tuned for that, and let's support the channel as a whole, okay? All right, bye y'all. Are you dumb? I promise you, if I get in another relationship, no, I'm not even gonna say that, And for good reason too, because that's another story time. Ooh, oh my God, that story time was crazy. Ugh, so much shit. So much shit, yeah. But don't get it twisted now, because don't nobody top the cake on Dum Dum. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, I know I've had Dum Dum moments, and hanging around Dum Dum, her little shit definitely rubbed off on me, but she take the cake. So around all of them, that was just so toxic. If you're on a membership, you know how toxic being around them was because of that video I just posted. What else? I'm not used to, like, what the, am I looking at the camera? Does it look like I'm looking at the camera? I can't tell, let me see. It's so weird looking right here. I don't even feel like I'm looking at the camera for real. Anyway, girl, you and your little ass head. Stupid little ass head. Let me stop, okay. Ooh. Okay, disrespectful. Not my air coming on as soon as I get to talking in here. See, this is why I don't miss recording in here. The air always trying to play me. My breath is not high. Yes, it is. Oh. Oh, okay. All right. Come on, Headband. I love this. Okay. Damn. She said ain't nobody gonna steal this today. Okay. So, obviously me and Dre, well, maybe it's not obvious to y'all. It's obvious to me. I gotta stop talking like y'all know. Difference is dude and dude, you know? I don't know. Let me go look at Sammy. I'll be back. Yes, I know Sammy little Instagram information only because I got her blocked. Because I used to creep on Sammy's page, I ain't gonna lie. Sammy been blocked for a long ass time. She probably don't even know she blocked. She probably don't even know I used to watch her Instagram story, then block her 24 hours later, then unblock her and then watch it again. Y'all. The old me could never say a word to the new me. Girl, don't even talk. Why is you talking? I will never be this like that, well not this, that crazy for a dude, just like, y'all finna see. What the? Now how that happen? Why is you on me, sir? These niggas is thirsty. I'm gonna have to go find some Christmas lights for my grass wall because this ain't it. I don't like these. Yeah, who we texting? I really hacked his shit. Not really hacked, cause, hacked. because I stole your password and I'm on your shit. Yeah. Side note, I hate when people just like type, yeah, okay, cool. Also, like, what are you doing later? Or like, have you seen this? Send all that shit at one time, basically. Duh. You should know that. If you know me, you know that, okay? Do not get the cum line. I feel the cum line coming. The cum line coming. Anyway, can I say this? Is this one of the times I play myself the hardest? Yes, it is. It is. This is one of the times I play myself the hardest. They probably was together the whole time. Yeah. You got a phone full of bitches. You thought. Bitch, are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing. Huh? Stop it. What are you really doing, sir? Stop it. So, y'all. One of them. What? It was embarrassing. Bruh, what? Too much for that. I'm like, damn. Who did I think I was? Anyway, so yeah. Now they didn't have the sound on